Pregame.com.
We have the Deep South's oldest rivalry on CBS Saturday afternoon featuring national title implications. Brad Powers, Pregame.com studios, just off the Vegas Strip. And indeed, we're talking Saturday college football action in the SEC. We got a great one for you guys, Georgia at Auburn.
There have been so many good games in college football. This is another one. Who do you like?
I like the home underdog here. That's right. We're going and we're fading the #1 team in the country for a second week in a row on these videos. Auburn +3 is the pick. You might have to lay a little bit extra juice to get that critical key 3 number. But why do I like Auburn? I think this team's undervalued. You look at breaking down their whole season. They've won all 7 of their games by 2 touchdowns or more. As far as their 2 losses, both on the road against top 15 caliber talented teams in Clemson and LSU, both of them by single digits, and particularly the LSU game was a coin flip. A big punt return late third quarter changes the tide in that game. They blow a 20-point lead. And if they win that one, they wouldn't be getting 3 here, guys. It'd probably be pick 'em, if not Auburn favored. That's why I think there's some value.
And Auburn might actually even be -3 if Georgia had lost at Notre Dame, and they easily could have. Remember, that's the game early in the year that 30,000 fans traveled with them to South Bend. It was an evenly played game. Could have gone either way. Another coin flip came up Georgia's way. That's why they're undefeated.
Yeah, and kudos to you. You broke this down and had a wonderful handicap on the Dream podcast that we do each and every week with RJ Bell and Ken Thompson. And you're exactly right. That was a game that they were trailing. They get a late field goal and then a strip sack fumble late in the game that gives them the win. And again, that game goes against them. And the game, Auburn's game against LSU, if that goes in Auburn's favor, you're exactly right. Auburn's laying 3 here instead of getting 3.
Let's talk power ratings. Most of the public has Georgia at the very top. A good touchdown, better than Auburn. Where do your power ratings have comparing the teams?
Yeah, I don't have that. Now, let's break down Georgia, #2 in the country, so I have them up there, but still a touchdown behind Alabama. In fact, the only team that's within single digits on a neutral field compared to Alabama. But in comparison, this is where I think I'm a little different than the markets. I have Auburn, the #7 team in the country. And on a neutral field, I'd only have Georgia -3 on a neutral. Factor in the home field advantage. I think this game should be, at the very least, pick 'em, if not Auburn -1.
And Auburn's been very good at home, especially in certain spots. That brings us to your second handicap.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the point. Sure, give them to me, because Auburn in the home underdog role, 60% the last 17 seasons, and they have been ones for the flair for the dramatics against these highly ranked teams. They have 3 outright upsets over top 2 teams. Everyone remembers the kick 6 from just a couple years ago. You have players still on this team that remember that one. Could get another one here.
Yeah, and you look at these top teams in college football. I don't know if they're getting nervous. I don't know. I think maybe more likely they're reading their press clippings, thinking that they're more than they really are. You take a look at Penn State last week. You take a look at Ohio State. These top teams have been massively underperforming against the spread.
Yeah, and shame on me. I see this every year, especially after the first college football playoff poll is announced. You want to fade those teams. And that would have been very profitable last week. You look at the top 7 teams in the college football playoff poll, the first one of the season. That noose is starting to tighten on them. They go 1-6 against the number.
And just the point spread tax getting them a look at Georgia last week against South Carolina. Laying 24. They play well. They don't come close to covering, only winning by 14. I think you got a winner here. Let's make it official.
Yeah, let's make this official. We're going with Auburn +3 here. We got an undervalued Tigers team that has 7 wins this season, all by 2 touchdowns or more, but their 2 losses by single digits on the road against top 15 teams, and particularly that LSU game was a coin flip. They win that one, they could be pick 'em our favorite here. And on the other side, I'll take the points. Auburn as a home underdog, 60% the last 17 years, including 3 outright upsets over top 2 ranked teams. They might get another outright upset here. Take the Tigers plus the points. More videos at pregame.com.